in an area. Okay, number 5, capital. Which one matches with capital?
G.
F. Okay, G, very good. An important city, home to the federal government. And number 6, oceans.
D.
Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, and Indian Oceans. And seasons.
C.
Excellent. Everyone got 100%. Everyone gets 100%. All right, so that question we've already done. Question 2. Okay, let's see if you can answer this. And we invite everyone to answer. Jonathan, the poll question. So the question is, what do the 2 red stripes on the Canadian flag represent? A, trees in the sun, east and west, or the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans?
Oh.
Wow, you guys are great.
I will answer D.
D. Oh, Eric, that's a really good try. Eric, that's a good try.
What is D, Eric?
D, it means from Asia to Canada and until South America.
That's very creative. I like your creativity.
That was a good try, Eric.
Yeah,
I like the D.
Okay, so you're right. The correct answer is the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans because Canada is between the Atlantic and the Pacific. Okay, excellent job, everyone. I'm just going to end that poll. All right. So, very nice, everyone. You guys passed level 1.
Thank
All
you. Yay.
Congratulations.
Wow, you guys are the most exciting class I've ever had. All right, we're going to move to lesson number 2. And lesson number 2, we're going to focus on pronunciation. How many people want to improve their pronunciation?
I do.
I know, me too.
I want to sound native.
Ah, you want to sound like a native speaker. Okay, well, you know what? For today's lesson, I chose one of the more challenging sounds. Well, 2 of the most challenging sounds, R and L. So here we have some pictures for you. We have the L sound and the R sound. Now, I put this picture here for you because it's really important that you understand when you are pronouncing, you're actually doing something physical, right? You're moving your muscles, right? So if you position your muscle in the correct way, you're going to get the correct sound. So your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, all of that is really important to have clear, native-like pronunciation. So let's take a look at the first sound. It's the L sound. So in this picture, you can see the person's tongue is actually touching the top of their mouth right behind their top teeth, like this. La 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 la. Can you do that? It's so easy for you. Excellent. Okay, now
Please raise your hands.
the next sound is the R sound. Now, you'll notice in this picture, on the R sound, is the tongue touching the top of the mouth?
No.
In the picture? No, it's not. It's not. So we're not going to go, oh, like this. If you pull the tongue down and back a little bit. And the lips are a little bit rounded, like I know that in some languages, this sound like is really popular. It's really popular, this rolling of the R. But in English, we don't roll the R. Okay, so here we go. Let's go through these. So please repeat after me. And remember, on the L sound, you should feel your tongue touching the top of your mouth. Here we go. Location.
Location.
Water. And good.
Lake.
Excellent. River. That one has two R's. River. Good. Excellent. Okay, now the next one has an R and an L. Waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
Good. Geology.
Geology.
Okay. And the next one also has an R and an L. Devil.
Double.
Good. And the last one is the name of a famous person. Nikola Tesla.
Nikola
Tesla.
Excellent. All right. So this lesson is talking about Niagara Falls. So take a look at here. You can see where Niagara Falls is located. It's right between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. So in this sentence, I'd like you to say it with me. We have R's and L's, so be really careful about the L and the R when you are pronouncing. So here we go. I'll say it first, and then you can say it after together as a group. So here we go. Niagara Falls is located between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Niagara Falls
Is
is
located
located between
Lake Ontario
and Lake
Erie.
Your
Erie.
pronunciation is so clear. That's excellent. That's really good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
in the next example, here you can see a beautiful picture of Niagara Falls. And how many waterfalls do you see? Be careful when you're answering this question. How many waterfalls?
2.
3.
Wow, thank you for all your participation there. Now, the answer is 3. We have the Horseshoe Falls, which is Canadian, the Bridal Veil, which looks like the veil of a bride, a woman getting married, and then the American Falls. So let's try this sentence. There are 3 waterfalls. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There are 3 waterfalls.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Now, Niagara Falls, just so you know, is the most Instagrammed waterfall in the world. That's why I put the little Instagram there. So if you're on Instagram, then it'd be fun for you to come to Niagara Falls so you can Instagram this. All right. Now, this is about geology. So here we have R's and L's. Niagara Falls is a 12,000-year-old geological wonder. Can you guys try that? 1, 2, 3.
Niagara
Falls is a
12,000 years old
geological
wonder.
Okay, very nice, very nice. All right. Now, this is really dangerous, but some people in history, even recently in 2012, have crossed over Niagara Falls as a daredevil. A daredevil is someone who takes really big risks.
Crazy.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Does anyone want to try reading a sentence? Can I get one volunteer to try to read this?
Eric.
Any volunteers?
Okay, I will.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Daredevils have crossed the falls on thin cables.
Perfect. That's great.
That's very Canadian.
Okay.
He sounds Canadian.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Now, do you recognize this person here? Not sure if you do, but this is Nikola Tesla. And in the 1890s, Tesla actually lived in Niagara Falls, and he spent a lot of time researching electricity and AC/DC currents. So let's take a look at this. Nikola Tesla, the brilliant electrical engineer, lived in Niagara in the 1890s. Does anyone want to try that long sentence? Joanne, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Joanne, let's try it.
Nikola Tesla, the brilliant electrical engineer, lived in Niagara in the 1890s.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, now here's a little activity. I want you to say, I'm going to say a word for you, and I want you to tell me either 1 or A, or 2 or B, or 3 or C, or 4 or D, okay? These are called minimal pairs. The only difference in these words is the R or the L. Okay, here we go. So ready? Far.
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 Okay.
Far.
Did I say 1 or did I say A?
One.
1. Very good. Okay, here we go. Next one. Old.
2.
2.
B.
Old.
B.
D is correct. Okay. Next one. R.
3.
3.
Very good. Okay. And the last one, this is the last chance. Lake.
D.
D. La 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 la. Yeah, D. That's
D.
awesome. Very good.
La 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 la.
Okay, here's a little quiz for all of us and everyone who's out there in the audience. You can poll as well. So Jonathan's going to put that poll up. Question number 3. There are how many waterfalls at Niagara? Are there 2, 3, or 4?
2.
Wow. This is great. You guys are so active.
They're good. They're
Wow, this is wonderful to see all of your answers. Everyone is listening so carefully. That's excellent. Okay, so yeah, the answer is 3 waterfalls. And does anyone remember the names of the 3 waterfalls? What are the names?
Right or something?
I remember the names.
Okay, and what are they?
Bob.
Horseshoe, Bridal Veil, and American.
Very good. Horseshoe, Bridal Veil, and
Bridal Veil.
American.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, everyone. All right, let's take a look at the next question. So the next question here, question number 4, the famous inventor who lived in Niagara was it Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk.
It could be Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Okay. All right. So, wow, this is really good. I know, Elon Musk, it seems like it, right? Because how are Elon Musk and Nikola Tesla related to each other? I don't mean brother and sister, but how do they have a connection?
Their grandfather.
Company.
Okay. So, Elon Musk.
both lived in Niagara.
Well, Elon Musk is the CEO and founder of Tesla, the company, right? So, okay, nice job, everyone. So the answer is Nikola Tesla. Very good. All right, let's go to the next one. So lesson number 3, congratulations. You finished lesson number 2.
Yay.
Yay.
Wow.
I know, we'll have a big party. Okay, lesson number 3, Niagara College. So today we're going to be talking about adjectives. Adjectives. Now, this is another grammar word. And in today's class, we're going to be talking about Niagara College, about the students, the campuses, the education, the teachers, and everything about NC. So before we get started, who can tell me what an adjective is? What's an adjective? And also, what are some examples of adjectives that you know? So question number 1, what is an adjective? You have to think about everything you know about grammar. And if you know in the audience, you can put it in the chat. Tell me what an adjective is. I know. Oh, Joanne. Okay, Joanne.
It's my grammar background. An adjective describes a noun.
Excellent. Very good, Joanne. Thank you. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. So, Joanne, can you give me an example of a word that describes a noun?
Beautiful.
Right. Very good. So, beautiful is an adjective, and it could describe, for example, a beautiful garden or a beautiful flower, right? This is describing a noun. So, what's another example of an adjective?
Yummy.
Yeah, yummy food.
Yummy.
Yeah, very good. All right. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a little bit of listening. Okay, so I need you guys to take out a piece of paper and take out a pencil, or if you want to type like this, that you can. And I'm going to talk for just a little while about different things about Niagara College. And at the end, I'm going to ask you for all of the adjectives that you heard me say. Does everyone understand?
Can you repeat, please? I don't understand.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Niagara College, about the campuses, about student services, the professors and the staff and the students. And what I would like you to do is, while you're listening, write down any adjectives you hear. So, for example, if you hear me say the word beautiful, or if you hear me say the word friendly, or if you hear me say the word tall, right? All of those words that describe nouns. You can write those down, and then I'll ask you what you heard at the end. Does that make sense, Eric?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. All right, here we go. So Niagara College has very beautiful campuses, and here in this picture you can see that Niagara College is a really gorgeous campus. It's clean, it's peaceful, it's modern, and we have full services for students, modern classrooms, and state of computer labs. Okay, and there are also a lot of very beautiful spaces to study and make friends. So if you ever feel hungry or thirsty, you can go to the cafeteria and you can hang out with your friends and have a really great time. Okay, Niagara Lake campus, we have, it's close to wine country. So we have vineyards there. They make wine there. Again, this is the campus that we have certain programs out of. Our world famous culinary management program, international business, hospitality and tourism, all of those fantastic programs are at Niagara on the Lake campus. Now, we really care about our students, right? Everything we do it for our students. And here you can see some pictures of our students at Niagara Falls and out having fun on the Welland River. And these students are really hardworking. They're so sincere. They're so friendly, and they really want the best experience. And that's what we provide them with. And yeah, and in terms of helping our students, these are all of the services that International Department has to offer. So we do academic advising. That means we help students to think about their studies, to think about their future pathways for studies. Social activities, so they have a lot of fun with their friends, do lots of exciting things. Visa advising, housing and homestay, career employment. So later on, when our students graduate, they can come back to Niagara College and get advice on careers and employment. Athletics. So if you are really sporty and you are, athletic, then you can get involved with athletics. We have student engagement and leadership, library support if you are very studious, health and wellness, and counseling. So those are all the different services we offer at the college. Now, our teaching faculty, as we mentioned before, is a very, very, I don't know how to say it. It's a very strong faculty, right? We love teaching. Teaching is our passion, and we are all fully dedicated to what we do. We love teaching and learning. So in the faculty, the professors have decades of ESL teaching experience. So this is their lifelong passion, their lifelong career. They are very highly educated. They have their master's degrees, specializing in TESOL, and some of them also are gaining their PhDs in linguistics. Many of our faculty are multilingual. That means they speak many different languages. They have overseas teaching experience, and they also may have international student experience, like myself. I've been abroad as an international student. So the faculty is really a great faculty and a great team, and they love teaching. So also, Niagara College is very diverse. There are about 105 different countries represented at the college.
Wow.
Yes, I know. Oh, okay. All right. So in that little mini lesson there, can everyone see the screen? It says, what adjectives did you hear? All right, great. So let's hear some of the different adjectives that you heard in that segment.
Strong.
Oh, okay. Strong. Okay, good. What else?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
State of the art.
Ooh, very good.
Multilingual.
Sporty.
Try again.
Sporty.
Friendly.
Oh, friendly. Okay. Okay, so many. Right, good. That's excellent. So your listening is really, really good. Very, very good. All right. So yeah, it's important when that's awesome that you are able to listen and hear all those different adjectives because adjectives are really, really important in the listening. All right, so you graduated level 3. Level 4, life in English. So I want you to think about what is important to you in an English program in Canada and what, if you were a student, what would your goals be to study in Canada? So can someone tell me, in an English program, what's important to you?
Well, they let me drink lattes in class, so that's good.
Okay, so you could bring a coffee to class?
Yes.
Nice.
Dedicated teachers.
Dedicated teacher. What's anyone else?
Friends from all over the world.
Very nice. World. Excellent. Good.
English
And
environment.
English environment, definitely. That really helps you to improve. Very good. Okay, so a little bit about the EAP program, and after we'll have a discussion a little bit more in depth. So in the EAP program, English for Academic Preparation, we help you to improve your English language skills, prepare for post-secondary. You're in a global classroom, which you mentioned. We prepare you for your academic and career future, your personal and professional development skills, and English skills in general for Canada life, Canadian life in Canada. And of course, we take a very communicative approach to language learning, which means that the teacher doesn't just kind of stand at the board and talk and give you the information or give you the knowledge, but we really like to hear your opinions. We want you to be involved, right? That's especially important in language learning. So we have interactive lectures, teamwork, group activities, group pair individual presentations, discussions and debates, role plays, seminars. It's multimedia, audio visual is used a lot, and we have guest speakers and field trips as well. So a lot of different aspects to that. Now, of course, we're going to teach you the basics of English: speaking, listening, reading, writing, and grammar. How many people here like speaking the best? And you can share in the chat too. If you like speaking, yeah, I like speaking the best. How many people like grammar the best?
No.
Oh, come on, grammar's fun. Okay. All right. So here you can see our students here. Not only is English important in the classroom, but it's important, like you said, out in the real world, right? Out in your life. So this is a really great way because you're meeting all these international students, you're having fun, and whatever you learn in the classroom, you can apply outside with your friends and with the community. So if you were to take a look at this, like what's your opinion? What is important to you in an English program? I think you've already said. And does anyone want to add anything for question number 1?
Small classroom sizes.
Small classroom sizes. Yeah, that's good because that really increases the attention that each student.
Teacher, are you there?
Hi, James.
I
think Shauna's frozen.
Do you like coffee, James?
like black
Shauna's
coffee, yes.
frozen. Teacher,
I like coffee in Canada, but coffee from Brazil and Colombia is better.
It is.
That is true.
You have to give me some coffee one day, Fernando.
When all of our friends come to Canada, they'll bring us coffee.
Okay. Sounds good.
that's for you and me.
Yeah.
Derek, it was
How
a
ma-
direct
Yeah.
request.
How many kilos of coffee do you want?
This is a little Frank.
Okay, so hello, I'm your substitute teacher today.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
You have to love technology, but hey, things happen in the world of teaching and learning. And so, just like always, we're able to walk right in, step right in, and leave off where we left off. Okay, everybody, fantastic. So, let's see. Mr. Matthew, can you please give me a quick recap of what your teacher was just talking about?
Oh, they were talking about. I also like coffee. Just letting you guys know that. Talking about what you want in a classroom, especially in ESL classrooms. It was mentioned dedicated teachers, small classroom sizes. We also talked about adjectives and nouns in the last lesson, and we learned a little bit about Niagara Falls and Canada in the first 2 lessons. And we have all graduated, passed the first 3 levels, and we're hoping to pass the 4th. I'm not sure about Fernando, but I'm sure he'll get there as well. But yeah, that's a little recap.
Fantastic, thank you. And what's great is that I see that even though you've made it to level 4 through all those levels, you're all still excited and engaged, and you still have the same passion to continue learning. That's fabulous. So, is there anything else aside from small classes in an English language learning environment that you feel is really important?
It's the pass. How can I pass each level when I studied English? That was a little bit my concern when I was studying English program. Especially, my goal is going to study post-sec program.
Yes. So thank you, Eric. And I see you're always thinking about the end goal, right, Eric?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So how do you pass? Well, I'm gonna put that question to you first. What do you think you need to do to be successful, Eric?
It's more practice.
Practice.
Yes.
Okay.
So that means
what kind of practice are you talking about?
it's especially speaking and pronunciation, also culture. Because sometimes I also don't understanding why they using that kind of sentence to talking about that.
Also, culturally, like, Eric, do you mean things like in English we use a lot of like different idioms and phrasal verbs?
Yes.
Like that, where it doesn't have the literal meaning and it's a cultural thing to understand?
Yeah.
Do you have one example? Because that's a great subject that you brought.
Because when people say piece of cake, I don't understand. What does it mean, piece of cake? So I was looking for internet.
Teacher is coming.
Okay, anyway.
I was your substitute teacher.
Teacher, we miss you.
This one last thing Eric was talking about is fantastic. About hearing the idiom piece of cake and thinking about the literal meaning. And so, Eric, that's a fantastic thing that you brought up. And you know what? To be honest, that is one of the most difficult things that international students that come to Canada have. And I think that's one of the most important things teachers in all subjects need to keep in mind, right? Because they are very cultural. But Eric, thank you for being a great student and also thinking about the end goal. How do I pass? Always a good question. I'm passing it back now. Our homeroom teacher is back. Shauna Gupta, thank you very much.
Hi, teacher. I just want to, I think what it means is easy, right? Piece of cake means easy.
Thank you. Yes, you're correct.
No problem. Just like technology is not a piece of cake.
Well, thank you so much, Guhan, for taking over.
No problem.
I'm sure everyone had fun for a few minutes with Guhan. That's great.
We missed you.
All right. So we will get started again. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
I apologize for the technical glitch there. So we're going to go on with level 5. Lesson 5 is EAP squared. So we're going to talk about some new concepts, IQ, EQ, and AQ. This might be new to you. Now, in our level